I think that'll do it. That was a Bowie jam. Can't be a bit of octave fuzz for fun times. Shush. Thank you. Hello, got some people popping in. Just thought I'd do a wee random live. Why not a wee random live? I've done it the last couple of Sundays. I thought we'd do another wee random live. Because that's what's happening. Jedders, you keep getting caught out with those random live streams. Sorry. But this is a lot of the point in the second channel is one, obviously the main Thursday live streams every Thursday, 7:30 PM UK, here from next week, like Thursday coming. They're all going to be here, but I can also just do random ones whenever, which is good. Because like, the last Mile House video I just did there it's going pretty well. It's going decent. It's like top 5 or something. But if I was to do a live stream on the main channel right after that, that's that video dead, you know, so. Cool. Sorry, I've got the top chat up instead of live chat. Let's say hello everybody. Hawser's first in. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. Peter Collins, alright, mate. Francis Chambers, hello. And Jed Ellis is in as well. Wolfgang De Vries, how you doing, mate? Stuart Young's in. You thought you tuned into Ronnie Scott's there? Well, I'll take that as a massive compliment. Thank you very much, mate. Nuno Pyre saying nice jam as well. Nuno has finally got his Spira guitar, the giveaway that we did, but almost 2 months ago to the day that you received it. So, congrats, mate. I'm glad you're liking the guitar. Also, Nuno's got a channel on the go as well now. So, check out his channel, of course. Spice things up, Jed Ellis. Yes, indeed, that's it. Just mucking about. So, what's everybody up to? What's everybody doing on this fine Sunday? Is there anything exciting going on? I said I'd do a random live stream, no topic or anything in mind. Do we jam and then there you go. That's it. I've run out of steam. We should just call it a day. Nothing else to tell you. What is this? Green Goblin liquid. Good question that no one asked. It's Lidl do these matcha apple kiwi cucumber smoothie things. So it's like about that much of that and the rest's water and ice. It's very refreshing. Thank you. Apparently this is the last nice day we're getting in Scotland, and then tomorrow it's going to be, we're getting a storm of some sorts, so that'll be fun. Nice one, Jen Ellis. You're hanging with the cat and a few beers. Awesome. What's the cat's name? Peter Collins, you were just sat in front of the PC learning a new song. Nice. What song are you learning, mate? I was actually supposed to be doing a video right now, like filming one, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I wasn't feeling in the mood, so I thought I'll jump on a live stream and see if that cheers us up a bit. Get on the camera, talk a bit, you know. Say hello to people, get the vibe going. Cat's Music Journey, hello mate, thanks for coming in. What are you up to? Sophie is the name of the cat. That's a lovely name for a cat. Excellent. I don't know a lot about cats other than I'm like majorly allergic to cats and cat hair, which is fun. Well, it's not fun really. Tell you a bit about this guitar. Why not? I may have told you about it before, but let's tell you about it again. Okay dokie. This is, well, I mean, the video on Friday was about a thin line telly. This is my other thin line telly. I don't play it anymore, but I kind of love it and I want to bring it back into the fold of being playing regular. The reason is there's something up with the wiring, so I'll tell you that. You're learning Monaco. What do you want me to add to the set for my new band? Monaco, who's that by? I'm not familiar with it. And Jed Ellis's cat is a pain in the butt. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I'm going to plug this amp in again. And go in a cleanish tone for fun. Yeah, I do think there's something up with the wiring in this. But I've got a wiring guy now, so that's good. Stuart Young, going to check out any of the artist guitars. I know Mile House is well pressed. Yeah, mate, they're on the list. I'm dying to check them out. Let's try that. This should be cleany times. So what's up with the wiring? Maybe nothing. Oh yeah, it's pretty noisy. for humbuckers, that's not ideal. So I'll tell you a bit about this guitar. Why not? Might as well. This is a Fender Modern Player. There you go. Modern Player, made in China, Telecaster. See the, what do you call it? Split shaft tuners, we like them. Don't like the machine heads, but we like them. This originally came with P90s, and those P90s put me off P90s for life. I hated them. Big style, they were horrible. Really, really bad P90s, in my opinion. And I just recently changed the pickups. Hold on, let's grab all the guitars. I had, this would have been back in about 2013. I just recently changed the pickups in the Starcaster to the Creamery. Can you see that? The Creamery, these are excellent pickups. And the reason, one of the reasons I changed the pickups was because I'd read that you couldn't, I didn't actually check. I'd read that the stock pickups couldn't be split. And it turns out they could. And I got the, so this is the stock pickups from the Starcaster. I had to get a new pick guard made to accommodate the different sized holes. Holes? Yeah. For the wide range humbuckers, because there's P90s in there. I can't remember if it needed routing or not, maybe. And it turns out you could split them. So we went with some splits, push as always. And the original guitar tech that did it, I think he didn't do coil splits. He suggested to try series parallel for a change, so we did that, and that was cool. But then a mate of mine who was experimenting with doing wire on guitars, we were talking about it, and he says, I'll give it a go, see if I can change that to split coil for you instead. So did that, but yeah, it's never been quite right since. So I've got a new tech guy, so I'm going to see if we can get that fixed this week and then bring it back. Be cool to get some mods done to it. I don't know what. I kind of like it. It's really understated for my kind of thing. It's trans black mahogany, so you can kind of see the browny red tinges through it. But yeah, and I also want to take the gloss off of the fretboard. I took it off the back of the neck, but I want to take it off the fretboard. Anyway, here's some quick sounds for fun. I'll do this. So, oops, sorry, I think this is right. Can you hear me talking as well? Let's see. I'm talking. Yeah, you can hear me talking too. Cool. So this is the neck pickup, full humbucker mode. Split. Sounds pretty great actually, does it? I love that. And then here's the bridge humbucker. Oh, there we go. And then let's split that. That sounds so telly-ish for a split coil, do you not think so? Ah! And then here's the middle with both humbuckers on. Here's the middle with both split. I love the split sound so much. But yeah, I do like the bridge humbucker though. Pretty cool, eh? So yeah, I want to bring this one back because I do love it. It just needs some wiring, maybe tidied up a little bit. Yeah. I'm not a telly guy. I'm not a telly guy. It's not happening. I'm not going to be that guy that turns into... Happens to loads of people. There's Strat guys that turn into telly guys. It's not going to... I'm not going to let it happen. The Milehouse telly from the video the other day, that's all assembled now. You'll get to see the video soon. In fact, I think it's going out on a Monday. Not this Monday, following Monday. And I was playing at a wedding gig last night and I took it and it's hard playing a telly. Tone-wise, in the mind, there's so many tunes that we do in the set that need that 80s position 4 sound, and yeah, there you go. Anyway, what was I saying? Peter Collins, Monaco were a 90s band with Peter Hook on bass, had one hit called What Do You Want From Me? I wonder if I've heard it. Oh wait, what do you want from me? It's not how it used to be. You're taking my da da da, take away everything, na 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 na. That's the one, yeah? Alright, okay. I do know the song then. So, one hit wonder, okay, cool. Hozzer, the modern player strats were brilliant. Chinese classic vibes with a Fender logo. 430. New when they first came out. Modern player strats, yeah. Yeah. Well, I've had a load of the modern. Have I had a load? No, but I like the modern players. Both of these are modern players. The Fender, Thin Line there, and the Starcaster is modern player series as well. Funnily enough, the Starcaster that they still use now on the Squires is the same. It's got the 22 fret neck but with no overhang. So it's not compatible with most other guitar bodies. But the strats were the same. In fact, the whole modern player series was like that, and this is the same as well. I actually thought, I wonder if I could swap the necks between this and the Starcaster, but I can't, only because this is like very slightly squared, the square heel rather than the rounded heel. But I think my theory is that you would be able to change switch necks between a modern player Strat and the Starcaster. Never tested it, but I think it would be the case. Maybe some other ones as well, like the Jazzmaster too. Who knows? Where are we at there? Wolfgang, let's hear it for the Zadyuen Tellers. Zadyuen Teller? What is that? Zadyuen Teller. I don't know what that is, mate. You've lost me. Jed, you had an Epiphone Casino with P90s, didn't float your boat. Yeah. That one I really didn't like. I actually had the Squire Tele Custom 2. See if you can find that. This is cool. Could do internet and stuff. What was that? The Vintage Modern series or something? Custom 2. I had the blonde one. Let's see if I can find this. Yeah, there it is. What do we do? This. There you go, yeah. Here we go. Images. Yes, please. That's the one. Actually, that's a better picture there. Why can't I show you this? Oh, my face is in the way. Get the face out of the way. Anyway, you can see it here. Dual P90s. Pretty good guitar. Really good guitar, actually. It was in bad shape. I bought it used. I bought it used for £40. The neck was all sort of, it had been all sanded and stuff, but it felt really good. And the P90s sounded way better. Actually, I think these are Duncan designed. Oh, yeah. They sounded way better than the ones in the modern player. But I never like a P90 in the bridge. Nah. Anywho, what was I saying that? No, it's a very nice guitar, inspired you to do a more simple, rockish short demo track. Just need to add bass now and record the video. Thanks again. Awesome, mate. Great stuff. I'm glad you're hitting the ground running with it already after such a long wait. Patience of a saint, that man. Good on you. Hozzer, you need a tech to rewire your Revstar. Yes, I need a tech to rewire anything. Blue Ridge Ranger, how you doing, mate? Thanks for popping in. Hozzer, you've never owned the telly. Yeah, I was kind of the same. Like that. See, this was my first telly, and I'm the kind of guy that doesn't even class this as a telly. It's got too many non-telly ingredients to be a telly, in my opinion. It's a thin line, for starters. That's not the big one, but it doesn't have the single coils, you know. Even when it was P90s or Wind Range humbuckers, this is just a TSO, a telly-shaped object, but to me, it's not a telly. Yeah, so even the one that's just been built with Mr. Milehouse, the blue floral one, is also, it's closer to a telly, but it's a thin line again. But the one that I would say is the closest to the telly is through in the other room. It's the one that I got from China. The legendary guy who I went into his shop, he just gifted me a guitar. Don't know if you've seen that video. I went into a guitar shop in China, did a wee tour through his, it's like a sort of collection slash shop. And he was showing me through all of his rare pieces, really cool. And then at the end he showed me this guitar prototype that he's working on, and he just gave me it. He says, there, this is a gift for you. I was like, what? Mental. That's a telly. Well, actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'll go and get it. I'll go and show you it. Right, I'm going to walk through the house. We'll probably lose the signal here, but I'll be back in a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. No fighting. You could swear, but no fighting, right? Back in a minute. I'll try and talk to you for as long as I can through the journey to the other guitar. Hold on. This is the kitchen. You're getting a tour, an audio tour of the house. Right, did you manage to behave? Hope nobody's got like a black eye or anything. Okay, here it is. So this one is the closest to being a real telly, even although there's nothing real about it on the headstock, but I got it signed from the gentleman who designed it. Just signed it black marker on the back. Anywho, yeah, so this is the closest to being a real telly. It's the most traditional, but it's got a mahogany body. Now, I'm not a tonewood guy, but technically mahogany is not traditional telly stuff, is it? It's got a really flat radius as well, but it's a great guitar. So, I mean, if you're a purist, you could say I've not got a telly either. And I would agree with myself if I was to say that. And I did say that. Sorry, my chair keeps moving. What's going on? There we go. Where do we get to? Wolfgang, nothing beats a Jazzmaster. Yes, I've not been playing this Jazzmaster enough. I've got this sitting up here. This is a bit embarrassing that I've got all these to hand. But yeah, this is the Squire Jazzy. This is pretty close to being a traditional Jazzmaster. It's got the Jazzmaster pickups, 40th anniversary Squire. I've not been playing this enough, but I think it's mainly due to I'm not loving the 10s on it. Yeah. Oofed. Actually, I might try and gig that sometime. Or I might even take it to rehearsal tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that. So it just so happens that the new tech guy actually works out of the place that I rehearse. So I could take guitars down, leave them, pick them up in the next rehearsal and stuff like that. Oh, it's great. It's great. And he's already did this. He's already changed the pickups and the white Starcaster. These are gold. I actually just changed the screws today. These screws on the outside were all chrome. Unacceptable. And that's got a humbucker size P90 in the neck as well. We like them. Okay. Peter Collins, that's it. What's it? I don't know what it is. Blue Ridge Ranger, your first electric was a 1972 blonde Telecaster you bought in 73. You still have it today. Wow. That'll be worth a few quid. Is it a Fender as well, yeah? Nice. Real done. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. You just sat down for a coffee and there we are. And there you are. Hope you're having a nice coffee, mate. I'm just drinking this green weird potion. Wolfgang, teller, grower. Right, let me go back to what you said before, see if I can figure that out. Where was it? Teller, grower. Can I find it? I can't find your previous message. No, I'm still not getting it, mate. Zajuento, no, I'm sorry, mate, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling very clever today, though. Peter Collins, you've got a US telly and an artist copy. Nice one, mate. Yeah. US telly. No, I've never had a US telly. Played one, never had one. Jazz Masters are cool. They are, mate. I do think they're cool. I would like to spend more time with it. I might even change the pickups in it too. It's not because I don't love them. I don't really have a point of reference about them, but the guy I was recommended to check out his video on that sold me on that guitar was a Pushin, I think that's how you say it. And him, and in his comment section, a lot of people said that the pickups in that Squire are not a great example of Jazzmaster pickups. So I'm intrigued to try something different in it, to see if I can get the full Jazzmaster experience. But I want 9s on it, which is not the full Jazzmaster experience. Jade Guitars, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Hozzer, you've got to leave the chat, but you'll still be listening in. No worries, mate. Probably nothing exciting going on here. Not this face, anyway. Nuno Pairs, £40. Yes, you accept any guitar in that price range, even if the pickups suck. Yes. That was it, mate. But the pickups were decent. But yeah, it was a total bargain. You know, I ended up selling it years later for, I think, about 160 or something. It's just the going rate, and I needed the cash. Now, they don't make them anymore, but I'm pretty sure if you were to find one used, there we go. I'm looking at them now. 250, 280, 200, 204, yeah. Probably between 200 and 300 is what you would pay for one now. Reeled in, you wouldn't agree that a hollow body and humbucker stops it from being a proper telly. There's a feel to a good telly neck that makes it stand apart from other guitars. If it feels like a telly, it is one. If it sounds like a telly, it is one. If it looks like a telly, it is one. I know, this is the thing. Subjective thing, isn't it? I've got my own strict standards that I have. But I mean, it doesn't matter what I think about my telly. I mean, technically it's a telly, it's in the model name. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the way I kind of think about it. But that doesn't change the way other people think about their tellies and whatever is a telly to them or not. There you go. You do you. Everybody should. Peter Collins, what gauge you put on the Jazzmaster? It's currently set with 10 to 46, I think. But I'm wanting to do 9 to 42. Maybe I'll, what do you call it, compromise and do 9 to 46. That's the closest we're getting to a compromise. Gauge. Yeah, oh, I do that same spelling mistake all the time, Peter Collins, with gauge. I'm always getting it all correct. I could just never remember it. Dave Lewis, how you doing, mate? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, just mucking about here. Random lives. Nothing exciting going on. Nice guitar. Thank you, Wolfgang. Stuart, just, you might like the, excuse me, the Heartwood Charger. Yeah, I was looking at them. Actually, I do like the look of them. And Gear for Music got in touch a while back about checking one out, but I think I turned it down because, excuse me, I can't remember why. Because I do like to check one out. I think it was maybe just timing wise. I was pretty busy, and yeah, I think it might have seemed like a product launch, and I'm trying to stay away from them at the moment. But I do like a lot of the Heartwood series. I think it's really cool. Or maybe I didn't turn it down. Maybe I said yes to that and I turned down something else and they never got back to me. Could have been that, I'm not sure. Anyway, they'll be at 42 Gear Street, so I'll get a chance to speak to them there. Peter Collins, they always say put heavier gauge on Jazzmasters and Jaguars, but I've always used 9s on your Jag and it sounds great. Oh, great, that's good to know. Yeah, they do say that, don't they, about Jazzmasters and Jaguars. I think it's something to do with the tension. I think specifically Jazzmasters, but I could be wrong. No, it's either of them that have that bridge, isn't it? Yeah. Right, here we go. Wolfgang. Sorry. Right, we're getting more information here now. Seed onion growers. I still don't get it. I'm really sorry. What am I missing here? Seed onion growers. What? I need to go back again and see if I can piece all this together. Right, so I'm probably reading. Is it in a different language? Is that what I'm missing here? Right. Let's hear it for the Zaduen tillers. Right, is that seed onion growers. Right, and then later on it was growers. Seed onion growers. What am I missing? What am I missing? I need some more context. It's maybe something I said earlier on that I forgot already. Dave Lewis, you use 10s on your Jazz Masters too. Yeah, you know what? Let's play the Jazz Master for a bit, if it's in tune. But I do struggle with it. It's been ages since I've played this. I have it sitting up here purposely so that I pick it up, but I don't. Oh, right, first thing we're going to do is tune this. Use this wee guy. It is really bright. It's also really sharp. Oh. It's still a cool guitar. Sorry, I meant to say it's still a cool guitar. My voice died there, but you know what? Time's working really well. Yeah, I don't know why I don't play that more. I was really enjoying that there. I should play it more. Jazz Masters. Who said Jazz Masters are the best? You might be right. You might be right. Search for Tones in the house. How you doing, mate? Thanks for popping in. Sunday's live stream day, isn't it? This is when everybody live streams. Whoops, I forgot to take the tuner off. And I would never find that. I'd be looking for it a couple of days from now. I'd be like, where's my tuner? Anywho. Wolfgang, you like the Heartwood charger, but it's gear for music. Yeah, I think that's one of the good things about that brand, Heartwood. I think the worst thing about gear for music is that logo and brand name on the guitars. So the Heartwood is totally cool in my opinion, like the whole series, the look, the aesthetic, and the logo, the brand name, it all works. See if those guitars had gear for music on the headstock, I would think they would have like about 80% less interest than they do now. I think if they could, it's not an easy thing to do because they've been building that brand for a long time, but I think if they rebrand all the other series, I don't know if maybe Heartwood is a brand that they bought or something, I don't know, but the gear for music, I don't think people are ever going to get over that. I could be wrong. What do you think? Like as a brand name? Well, it's just the logo and stuff. For me, my take on it is, and I'm not, I like to think I'm not a brand name snob, but that one's just kind of like really bad. Anywho. Server Tone, you missed the test. You had a pop-up premiere. Oh, did you just do a premiere just now? I'm sorry, mate. Missed it. Wolfgang, it's a Dutch running gag. Too hard to explain. Right, that's good to know. Now I feel less stupid for not understanding a Dutch running gag. I'm only joking. I know it's not about running. Speaking about Dutch, not that it's Dutch, but it's Danish. I just watched Danish Pete do he's just posted the first video in like 2 years on his channel. So that was cool. Good to see him back in the community. Relax meditation. Volume is low, Steve. Guitar was okay, but my mic level is low. What, even now? Thank you, by the way, relax meditation. Is it still low? Are we hearing low volume here on the mic? I'll try and fix it right now. What do you think? Yes, no, maybe? Low? Tell me more. Wolfgang, you usually turn the EQ somewhat down because of the wide range elements. Yeah, it gets a bit spiky, doesn't it, in the top end? Get some feedback on the volume of the mic, please. Relax and meditation, I do believe you. I just want to double check that everybody else, or somebody else, notices the same thing, so that we know that it's definitely on this end and not on your end. But I think you're probably right, but just to make sure. Volume is fine. See, you never know. You never know, but you thought the guitar was a lot louder. Wait a minute, what did you say? Volume is low, guitar was okay, but your mic level is low. Okay. That won't do anything. I want to see if there's like a master on this. Right. Apologies if this all goes wrong. I'm just going to try something here. See, that's annoying there isn't a master volume on OBS that I know of. Well, hold on. Let's meet in the middle. We'll turn it up a wee bit. I'm on minus 7.6 decibels for the lav mic. There you go. Change it to minus 7. See if that makes a difference. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hopefully that makes a difference. Actually, I'm going to get new mics. These ones are sounding a bit boomy and clipping a bit. So I've got a set that I'm looking at, but I'm waiting for them to go on sale. Anyway. Right, okay. Hopefully that's a wee bit better, and I'll maybe just try and project a little bit more. Yes. Right, how long have we been on for? Almost 40 minutes. Not bad considering we're not doing anything. Maybe we'll just leave it at that. Is there any point in going to half past? What you all do? You got things to get back to? Anybody got any questions? Oh wait, I've got something we could do for the last sort of 20 minutes. I've got a great idea. I can get your help. Reeled in, you bought a Gear for Music lap steel because it was the cheapest on the interweb. It may not be the best, but it's all the lap steel you'll ever need and only £65. Can't complain about that. That's the thing. I would have no point of reference if I bought a lap steel because I don't know what a good one is and isn't. At least you don't need to worry about fretwork, meh? Right, yeah, I've got an idea. Here's something you can maybe help me with. So the the Thursday live streams are going to be on this channel from this week and forevermore. Well, up until the end of the year anyway, and then we'll reassess. But I'm thinking this week I'll probably do some like kind of make the topic more of a launch type thing, or something a bit, I don't know, something to get people into the new channel if possible, rather than the usual type of poll type thing. Or well, maybe we'll do that, I don't know. But in terms of polls in future, I need some help, because I'm running out of ideas for poll topics, because it's been almost 2 years and I've covered a lot of things. Let's have a wee look. That's that from earlier on, but let's go into here. Right, so as you can see, I've been running out of ideas for the last few while. Sorry, I know you can't see this end one. Wait a minute, can I change this? Maybe you could do this. Okay, that'll do. Right, so let's go to the start. Let's go to the start of the live streams. Right, there we go. See, we started off not knowing anything about live streams. I don't know much better. Wait, that's just a year ago. What am I talking about? 2 years. 1 year then. Oh wait, but these all say 1 year, so it's probably going to change to 2 years soon, I think. Or maybe, I don't know how long I've been doing this. Oh no, it's every Friday I've been doing videos for 2 years. The live streams, not as long. Anyway, here's all the things we've spoke about, right? Right, that's nothing. There we go. Your first proper guitar. What's your first proper guitar? And I think I've maybe asked this one, but since then as well. What's your favourite finish? Favourite made in China guitars. That was at the Chinese New Year. Talk about picks. There's one about Birmingham. Pick guards. Talking about strings, trems, vibratos, inlays. You can see the views. Look, so like, even for an old one, right, pick guards and plastics was a more popular topic than inlays, as you could expect. Who's going to watch a live stream about inlays? Who's going to make one? Just me. Anywho, fretboard material. Geez, I mean, that's a hard one, isn't it? That's the kind of stuff that I think about, but nobody else really cares about. Learning guitar. How did you learn guitar? Signature guitars, tuners, playing gigs, gas, offsets, baritones, tone wood. We did eventually do the tone wood. Harley Benton. See, I've noticed when I do ones about a specific brand, they seem to do better. But that was also when the ST Modern Plus came out. Harley Benton, Ibanez, just talking about Teles, Squire, Relics, budget guitars, practice amps, Fender, guitar YouTube, 42 Gear Street, pre and post live streams, guitar straps, pickups, guitar weight, vintage guitars, acoustic guitars, guitar effects, picks, again, used gear, guitar horror stories, that was for Halloween, taking breaks from playing guitar, Gibson versus Fender, Black Friday guitar deals, guitar lessons, knobs, how many? 552 views. Actually, if I remember right, that stream was a really good laugh, because I did an unboxing of some knobs. It was a bit daft. Tone words, the words we use to describe tone, Christmas songs, Boxing Day, New Year, chord theory, practice spaces. Oh, I was asking about your home setup. Guitar storage, maintenance, strats, your guitar heroes, buying online versus in store, Birmingham Guitar Show live stream again. So there you go, that's over a year. Parts casters, guitar innovation, jet guitars, improvising, gigs, bags and cases, mid-price guitars, how long you've been playing guitar, the best guitar finishes, again. Frets, frets. Look, frets is down to the kind of early views again. Spear guitars, the giveaway. Nuno's in the house, he won that one. Where are we now? Your first, what age did you start playing guitar? Smart guitars, is YouTube guitar dying thing? Guitar deal breakers, pointless specs, the channel reboot. See, we're running out of ideas here. The big three, who are the real big three guitar brands, and hammering on about guitar breakthroughs. I am running out of ideas. Any suggestions, more than welcome. If you watch this on catch up, I'm looking for suggestions for live stream topics for the future. especially ones that I've not did already. There you go. That's a great one reeled in. Thank you very much. That's perfect. Fantastic. Hold on for a second. How do I get back to... Wait a minute. I'm going to move this back again to big. Wait a minute, I'm on the wrong screen. Just bear with me a minute. I'm kind of trying to reset this back to how I had it for the poll coming up on Thursday. So I don't have to reset that again next time. Right, what do I do? Change this. Here we go. Anywho, where do we get to? Reeled in, oh, it was the lap steel, yes. Wolfgang, you can't order from Gear for Music while they have a Dutch NL site. Hopeless. I don't understand that. You can't order from them and they've got a Dutch site, or they don't have a site. But that seems not useful. Guitar straps, I think that was in there. It should have been in there. I've definitely done straps. You've got me doubting myself. Let me see. Did we do straps? I'm sure I said straps. Yes, we did guitar straps. Oof. It's like a topic close to my heart. So hopefully there. Pardon me. Said for Tone, you can start redoing polls because you have so many new subscribers now, they might have never answered them. That's a good point. Well, I've done a couple of redos, but a lot of my topics are a bit boring. And if I like talking about inlays, maybe that should be the next one. The big comeback stream on the new channel, launching it. Let's talk about fret markers. What's your favourite fret marker? Could easily happen. Dave Lewis, Steve, have a guest on or two for chat. Dunsey and Mad Malco would be good. That's a great shout, mate, because I think with OBS I can do that. Because I've changed my streaming software. The streaming software I was using before was a bit... Maybe you could do it, I just couldn't figure out how to do it. So, yeah, if I could do that, that would be cool to do. Especially like these sort of extra ones. What is this on my shoulder? What is that? It's a wee bit fluff. Right. Sorry, I didn't know that was there. The whole stream's ruined. I'm waiting to end it. We'll start again, right, without the fluff. Nae fluff. Good shout though, Dave, yeah. Dunsey, definitely. Yeah, Mad Malco, I don't think he's involved much in the community. I don't think, but he might be. But it'd be good to have him on. But I know Mad Malco from watching his videos for years, but he doesn't know me. So I don't know if he'd be keen to come on. But maybe, you never know. It'd be great to pick his brains because I love all the mad wiring mods and stuff he does. I actually emailed him a few months ago to see if he would be up for a collab, but he never got back. There we go. Anyway, but he said he doesn't read his emails, so could be that. Anyway, acoustic versus electric. Maybe. See, here's where it gets even more tricky. Because of the format that I've did things so far, it's not just a case of a poll topic. It's a poll topic, but it's also got to work into a live stream topic, but it's also got to work into a 4-option poll question thing. Does that make sense? Sometimes that's tricky. Tone plastics. Yes, definitely need a stream on that. Lindsay in the house, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. We're just doing a random here, not for much longer. This is supposed to tell me how long I've been going, but I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 47 minutes. Right. Well, we'll see what happens. Try and get an hour. You can expand and talk about amps or VSTs. I could. That would be definitely more one for the community because I've never been into amps. I'm lying. What am I talking about? It's not I've never been into amps. I'm not into amps that much these days because I'm all ampless. But yeah, could talk more about amps. VSTs, I don't think I've ever used a VST. So, yeah, I'm probably not the guy to do a stream on that. Although I would like to try out VSTs. The only thing that puts me off VSTs is that I don't want to hear my guitar through my stereo monitors. I prefer to hear it through an amp, even although I'm ampless. I still use my wee amp. This wee guy, this is just a wee Fender GT 40, is it? Something like that. You can expand and talk about... Peter Collins, here's a topic. Do you lend out your gear? Oh, I think that could be a good topic, actually. Personally, it depends who it is. But, yeah, I think that would probably be the answer for most people, wouldn't it? Relax and meditation, strap locks, advantages versus disadvantages. Yeah, that's a good one. Strap locks. Strap locks. It's good. It would make for a good, interesting conversation. But is it interesting enough for people to watch? I'm interested in it. Like, I'm all about these guys. Have I got one? You know what I mean? The wee Grolsch things. These guys, the wee rubber rings. That's all I need. I've never been a fan of like the big proper strap locks. Jimmy Biter in the house. What's up? How you doing, mate? Let's make Jimmy Biter a mod, a rater, because he is a YouTubist. There we go. Sorry, mate, since you guys, the OU812 crew, moved to the Saturday night, I've not been able to come as often because I often gig on Saturdays. I was gigging last night and the week before and the week before that, but I'll try and get back in once I've got Saturdays free again. Pardon me, Wolfgang DeVries, pick cutter is quite cheap. Yeah, I've got a pick cutter. Pardon me. Jed Ellis, acoustic, electric, hollow body, semi-hollow, solid body. Interesting. What could that? How could we get that into a topic? What scale of acoustic to electric do you live on? So there's like acoustic, solo body, and then what would it be? Semi-acoustic, hollow body? No, semi-hollow. No! The camera started following me. Right, okay. I need to do this thing again. Hold on. You stay there. Ah. Whoops. Steve Malco has another email he looks at more often on Facebook. Ah, okay. Right, I must have emailed him on the one that he doesn't look at. But there we go. Yeah, that was cool because I was wanting to liaise with him. Not liaise, collaborate on the Fazley SG that I bought a while back because I've got plans for that, but I want to do some crazy wiring mods and I think he's the guy to help. And it's the summer, I could have got through, because I'm off for the school summer holidays, I could have got through during the summer to do a wee collab, but it looks like it might not be time now. Derelict Confusion. Hello, mate. Charging guitar teaching sites, are they worth it? That could be a good topic. I just basically have to ask you because I've never used any. Or yeah, what's the best online resource? Have I done anything about that? Online guitar teachers. See, that seems like the kind of one that would be great if I eventually got around to doing like a course myself and I wanted to promote it and launch it. That would be perfect timing to do that. To do a live stream about that and then at the end say, oh, by the way, I've got a course. You know what I mean? Which I don't. And I don't have any plans to yet. I mean, up there, yes, but yeah. But yeah, there you go. Wait a minute, I think I've did something about guitar tuition before. Maybe not. That's a good one. Thank you, mate. Okay. Dave Lewis, Steve, do I know if any of those shops I visited in China were hit by those awful floods? I did not know, mate. I didn't even know there was floods in China. Sorry. Or did I? That rings a bell. Were they in Beijing? Or was it all over? Because all those shops are in Beijing. Lindsay, industry, gear tech and guest chats, audio tips. Just a thought. I know a guy for that. I know a guy who's all about that. Industry gear tech and guest chats. Yeah, that could be cool actually. Can maybe pick your brains about some stuff. Or your brain, as they say. Which is technically correct. Excuse me, Wolfgang. Well, you can order anything from China per bank account, but nothing from UK except the third party. It's not your loss. Simple logic. That's a shame. Yeah, I've heard people talking about how it's difficult to buy from the UK and the UK buying from the EU just now as well, but I've not really I've not really bought anything new recently. I've been doing a lot of used eBay purchasing. What band got you into playing guitar? That's a good one, Blue Red Ranger. Wait a minute, have I did something along the lines of that? We've did... What age did you start playing guitar? Time served on guitar. How long have you been playing guitar? I've did your guitar heroes. Who's your favourite guitarist of all time? And I think the poll that went along with that was, what is your guitar? What category does your guitar hero fit into? So it was like a solo guitar virtuoso. That camera. Solo guitar virtuoso, a band, sideman kind of thing, or I can't remember what the other two were. Right, I'm just going to leave the camera this time. I can't be bothered fixing it. Here's the thing, with this camera that tracks your face, right? The advice for doing what this would be called talking head, right? And what the advice is that you're supposed to look like on camera is, because I did a lot of video in the past where I'm kind of like down here at the bottom of the screen, you're supposed to have your eyes in line with the top third of the screen. So I should technically be, hold on. Come down here. Follow me down here. Come here. Come here. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I should be like here. But when the camera tracks me, it leaves loads of space at the top. Yeah, anywho. Maybe, actually that looks more like a quarter than a third. Anywho. What band got you into playing? That was a good one, yes. Dave Lewis, you're saying massive flooding in Beijing last week. Right, okay. Actually, you know what's funny? This morning, the gentleman who gifted me the telly I was just talking about, this one, he's still working on his guitar brand, and I was actually on a Zoom call with him this morning in China, and he didn't mention it. He's also opened a second store, and he's now got the first acoustic prototype as well. So he's kind of just planning, trying to figure out how he's going to get to the Western market, and he's also thinking about what prices he should charge. He's thinking about doing an original body shape for an electric versus, yeah, that was one of the things he asked me today. Maybe you can answer the question. Ah, there we go, that's a great poll topic. Yeah, so, do you want one guitar that can do it all, or would you prefer like 2 or 3 guitars that do their own specific thing? There you go. You can answer that now if you like. I'd be interested. Maybe that could be a poll for future. That's definitely a poll for future. Because that's what I do. Like, every Strat for me has got to be HSS, and you've got to be able to split the humbucker. And it's not because I want the split humbucker sound in the bridge, it's because I want the split humbucker sound with the middle pickup in position 2. That's the only reason. Oops. Any guitar that I've got that's HH, like this one, I've got to have coil splits. See, why can't I just have this as an HH guitar? Why can't I just have a Strat as a Strat? Why do I want a telly to be a Nashville telly? I just want them all to be the same thing and them all to do everything. Whereas, do you just need the guitar for the job? Yeah. So, my problem is that I've got loads of guitars that are all trying to do everything, which doesn't make any sense. So that was why I wanted the Blue Flower telly build. I wanted that just to be a telly. Well, even though it's a thin line. But yeah, there you go. Where do we get to? Dave, oh yeah, massive flooding. Yeah, that's terrible. I'll have to look into that. Al Lindsay, Guitar Summit live stream. You're going now, mate. Oh, nice one. Yeah, why not? I'd be dependent on the... I've never done a live stream from mobile, so if I can get a good signal and stuff like that, then yeah. I'm assuming... what do you call it? It would be hard to get good service at Guitar Summit because pretty much the thousands of people that are there will all be fighting for the same bandwidth. But you never know. Relax meditation, you want one to do it all. Yeah, me too, mate. But do you just want one? And that's it. Yeah. Malachi, how you doing, mate? Good afternoon, Steve Kazagdar. Everyone else is in the chat. Thanks for coming, mate. How you doing? Malachi, have you got your channel set up yet? Malachi is setting up his own channel. Right, anyway, thanks for popping in. That was just a wee random hour of whatever. Don't even know what this is. Let me know in the comments if this was a waste of your time. If not, I'm quite happy to do these again. I should have been filming a video right now, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. But it was fine to do this. This is always more relaxed. And it's so cool. People have turned up to say hello and chat some guitar stuff on a Sunday. Why not? Who doesn't like talking guitars? That's all I want to do. Anyway, where's the fun in having one guitar that does everything? I know. I mean, you've got a point. Anyway, Malachi, not yet, but maybe next week. Great stuff, mate. Keep us posted. But for now, I think I'll do it. Let you get on with your lives and your Sunday. Have a great Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll hopefully see you here on Thursday for the first, what do you call it? What's it called? Hammering on about live stream on the new channel. Keep them coming. Jed Ellis, I will do that. I like doing live streams. I like getting a chat to everybody, so easy done. Right, okay, let's get out of here. Until next time, see you later. There we go. That's it. Now I'm just looking for the off button again as usual. And yeah, thanks for coming in. See you later. Cheerio. Bye.